Hello and welcome back everyone, Tone here, ready to pick up where we left off on Rift Wizard 2 last time. So let's hit the continue run button and see where we are. Right now we have Magic Missile, Annihilate, Ice Ball, and Freeze, so decided to kind of lean into the icy direction a bit because I picked up this Icy Orb trinket, which makes our ice spells deal 25% additional damage. We also have this really cool troll-blooded worm ball pet, which has been very good, and we start every level with a giant spider lair, which has been pretty cool so far. And then we have the ink pipe we just picked up, which is going to blind nearby enemy units every few turns. The last level was extremely difficult for us. We almost did not make it out, and I used basically all of my resources to survive. So I think we are going to want to take some easy levels and try to build back up resources here. I do have a reroll here, so we'll take a look at these rifts and maybe see which ones look the most doable for us. Also, I took this ice ball upgrade that makes it do extra damage in a bigger radius if I played on blizzard tiles, and I actually don't have the blizzard spell. I took it because there were enemies that created blizzards here, so I need to figure out how to deal with that as we get through the next floor, so I can actually get the blizzard spell, which I believe is level 4. So I need 2 more skill points. Yes, that is the case. You know what would be really cool in this game is if there was a global search filter where I could just type in Blizzard and see every spell upgrade, and skill that had any kind of interaction with Blizzard or Blizzard tiles. That'd be fun. I feel like that'd be really hard to probably implement with the way this game is, but that'd be really neat. Okay, so this level is a no. A big no, I think. We have an ice wizard here. Can this guy freeze me? Yo, this guy creates blizzards, actually. They can be their own, unmaking. Except I can't actually hurt them with my ice balls because I have 75% ice resist. But I could defeat everything around them. They summon ice hounds. Ice Age, 25 turn cooldown. A burst of ice freezes all units in the radius. It's an 8 tile radius. Allies are healed. That's cool. Do I get that spell? They have Ice Sickle. Physical or ice damage. Yeah, I don't think going up against the guy that's going to be summoning a bunch of ice hounds and stuff seems good here. I mean, I could spawn right next to them, and then they'll only be able to do the Ice Age and the Ice Hound things once before I kill them, probably. But then also I won't be able to take advantage of their blizzards. Yeah, that doesn't seem good for us here. And I really don't like the idea of getting frozen. Losing turns in this game sounds like it could get out of hand really quickly, especially when I only have 50 hit points. Alright, what's this map look like? On death, they spawn 4 fly swarms, the bag of bugs. And they have a chance to spawn fly swarms every turn, so little moving monster spawners. And these are bag of bug spawners, so they spawn them. Orcs we can deal with. Dark Tormentor. Let's do a burst damage. These guys don't seem too bad. This level doesn't seem that... Oh wait, what is this? Dragon Mage. Here's the threat. Allies within 4 tiles gain of target allied dragon gain immunity to that damage type, or immunity to damage of that dragon type. Here we go, for 20 turns. Summon drakes. Summons 2 gold drakes at a random location on the map. 20 turn cooldown. They can leap. They have an 8 damage physical attack. So I feel like the golden drakes are worse than this guy alone is. They do have 160 HP, which I have a little bit of time chunking through. Curious what the golden drakes look like. What would a reward be? More layers. What are the base rewards here? 3 memory orbs and the chaos spell. What does the chaos spell do again? Each enemy has a 50% chance to go berserk and attack its friends for 10 turns. I could like land over here and fight the dragon mage right away and use this chaos bell to help with the level, but I think I'm going to skip all of these levels or re-roll them. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, we got 3 new rifts. Look at this one, 3 memory orbs, a mana pot, and a healing pot. Kind of like that. Ooh, this one gives us a spell. We have a scroll of spells here. What are these spells? Lightning Spire. So I have 3 level 3 spells here I could get. It's pretty cool. So summons a Lightning Spire, which is a construct that will zap up to 4 enemy units up to 5 tiles away every turn, dealing 8 lightning damage. That's kind of cool. Mystic Vision. All other spells gain 5 range, last 8 turns. That's actually pretty dang cool. That greatly increases the range of some of my stuff, which would have been really helpful like last level in particular. I like this a lot actually. 8 turns of that. Bone Spear, 16 physical damage to all units in a line. It can target and destroy a wall tile. Three duration? What does that mean? When it's blood, so it costs me hit points to use as well. Interesting. Oh wait, these don't have charges. I never noticed that about the blood spells. They just have an HP cost. Interesting. I'm really confused about the duration there. Psychic Seedling. Plant a brain bush seedling. It will eventually mature into a forest of brain bushes. Kind of like this Mystic Vision a lot. I wouldn't mind grabbing that for free as a reward. We have... Oh, these have the Blizzard Beast as well. Although this isn't a good map for getting big AoE blizzards because it's a bunch of tiny corridors. We have ice slimes here that resist ice. They have 10 HP, so I can blast them with magic missiles. I would need to use Annihilates to take out the Blizzard Beast. And I'd have to take out these Blizzard spawners fast, which doesn't look that possible. I could take out these 2 pretty quickly, and then I'd have to walk down here. There's also these mushrooms. They only have 11 hit points. I need to kill them before they get adjacent. Or they poison me. They'll poison all of my like melee allies. This was an unassuming sprite right here. Snake Lich with 51 hit points. I just thought this was like a little snaky dude. Caster's unkillable while the Soul Jar exists. Wow. There's 4 of them. And 51 hit points. This should be a really good level for like a lightning channeled skill. Like anything that can hit like a bunch of guys in a line, because these guys will be forced to approach me through lines on a lot of these vectors. Even like the Icicle upgrade that hits everything in a line with physical damage. This is a cool looking level. It's got different wall types. We have Goshas, they teleport and pounce. On death, they deal 5 dark damage to all tiles in a radius of 1. Old Witches, they summon Ghost. 5-turn cooldown, probably be a lot of ghosts from those. We have orcs. There's like a little ghost show lair up in the top here. That's interesting. This one doesn't seem that bad. Oh wait, what do we have here? Troll Geomancer. Petrifies targets for 4 turns. They summon Clayhounds every 8 turns. Boiling Blood, they can give +4 damage to allies. The Heal Aura. So we have some kind of like wizard boss on all of these. So this one has the Enchanter. They have Regenerate Aura, Nightmare Aura. They can freeze and they can shield allies. This guy doesn't have that much health, which I like. We have the Blizzard Beast here again. Aether Spiders, they have shields, but I can take these guys out with Ice Balls pretty good. Where are my spawners at? We have a Blizzard Beast spawner, Blizzard Beast spawner, Blizzard Beast spawner, Green Mush Boom. Oh, I just noticed they're called Mush Booms. They were from the first game too. I wasn't looking at their name before, I was just thinking of them as mushrooms. I feel like this is the most doable floor. It does have a lot more Ice Beast. They're pretty annoying for me. I don't have a great way to deal with the Ice Beast. I just get 10 Annihilate charges. And what are the rewards for this one? 3 Memory Orbs and a Ruby Heart. So this one would give me an extra mana and healing pot, which would be kind of huge. I think I'm gonna do this one. It looks the most survivable, which is what I'm kind of concerned about right now. I'd have 2 spell points I can spend. I just don't know what I would spend them on. I feel like I should really try and hold them to get Blizzard. All of these do give me 3 Memory Orbs, which means I could grab a cantrip. I feel like Lightning Bolt would be good on some of these levels. Death Bolt is always pretty solid. It summons like skeletons when you kill someone with them. And Lightning Bolt, it hits everything in a beam, which is what's cool about it. So you can hit like a bunch of guys in a line. Wolf is kind of cool. Just having like allies is pretty nice sometimes. Where would I spawn on this one? I want to spawn somewhere I can take out the Enchanter relatively quickly. Also deal with these spawners. Maybe over here somewhere where I can take out these 2 spawners and then move over to this one. And I'm also like pretty well protected over here. It's like a few lanes. I can see stuff from across the way here. The Enchanter's gonna have to come around this way. I feel like I should start in here so I don't get blocked in by my like allies and spider spawner stuff. I'd rather over here. The spider spawner would be like pretty well protected over here. My magic missiles one-shot the mush booms, which is good. Yeah, let's spawn in like right I'm liking one of these areas. I think I want to immediately take out these two spawners if I can, so I kind of just want to actually chill right over here. Let's go ahead and annihilate that guy. Let's pop magic missile on you. We'll do another annihilate. What am I getting hit with? You must have cast the Nightmare Aura. Deals 2 dark or arcane damage to all enemies in the radius each turn. Okay, so you're kind of going to get out of your radius, which is fine because I want to walk down here. Cast Annihilate on this. This spawner is going to spawn in 3 turns. I think I might just use magic missiles on this one. Okay, the Aether Spiders blink around. 50% chance to blink to a random tile up to 7 away each turn. So let me cast Magic Missile on this one to remove their shield. Did that not work? Oh, because you are 100% resistant to Arcane. I guess I'm casting Annihilate on you as well then? I don't really like that though. I might need to buy another spell that can deal with some of these guys. So I don't have a lot of Annihilate or Ice Ball charges, so I think I do probably want another cantrip. These guys have 14 HP, the mushrooms have 11. I guess Icicle would be the natural one. Hits twice, which is nice, especially for removing shields. Poison Sting deals 9 physical damage, and they poisons units. I like Lightning Bolt. It's kind of useful in a lot of scenarios because of the beam, so you can just kind of, where there's choke points, like take out a lot of small units. 18 charges. Tempted to grab Lightning Bolt or Icicle, I think. Do you want to take out this Aether Spider before they hit me with poison? Which means I want to kill this thing in 2 turns. Which means I probably do. I can freeze this guy actually. Go ahead and do that right away. You're frozen. Oh, and I forgot, I actually wanted to shoot this green mushroom first as well, because now it's going to poison my worm ball. Which is actually okay, because I think this thing's still not going to die, and this worm ball is actually stronger once it splits once. So that's okay, I'm just going to let the worm ball deal with this stuff. Okay, so I do have an Aether Spider here. So what did we narrow it down to? I will either buy Lightning Bolt or Icicle probably. I think I want the Lightning Bolt for now. Because I can do stuff like... you can just like hit multiple things, which I like. Okay, for now, I think I just need to zap this guy with a Lightning Bolt. Or will my giant spider kill it? I'm gonna let my giant spider remove its poison. Or, I'm sorry, remove its shield on the next turn, and then figure out what to do with it. I'll just zap you with a magic missile for now. Now this thing's shield is gone. I'm gonna go ahead and hit these three, the lightning bolt. There's two things up here now. This one is no longer frozen. Oh, this thing has 3 shields, so the enchanter has been granting shields. That's gonna be annoying as well. My giant spider is almost dead, so I think I'm just going to zap that. This guy moved here. I'm gonna go ahead and freeze you. Need to kill the Blizzard Beast with an Annihilate. It's already down to 20 hit points. I'm just gonna hit Annihilate so it doesn't end up blizzarding me. Now this thing has 3 shields. Frozen for 3 more turns. Ooh, now I'm tempted to get the magic missile upgrade that burns shields. I can't afford it. Okay, that's an easy decision then. I guess Annihilate would burn this thing's shields as well. Go ahead and do that. Blast it with lightning, and then the giant spider should kill it. You didn't die. Oh, because you resist physical. So you only took 1 damage from poison. That's really annoying. I guess I'll freeze you. Let's lightning bolt this stuff. Sorry, giant spider. Annihilate this Blizzard Beast. Oh, you were shielded. Guess we'll do it again. This Blizzard Beast has 23 hit points. I think I will lightning bolt it and magic missile it. So maybe magic missile first. Okay. The immediate vicinity here feels under control. Although I'm kind of wishing that I had spawned like closer to the enchanter and just took them out, because I underestimated how annoying these shields would become. I'm gonna work my way over to this spawner and take this out. Let's pop that mushroom. Oh, it has shields. Start lightning bolting these Blizzard Beasts. Wow, this one has 2 shields. Get these spiders while I'm at it. Okay, 1 Blizzard Beast left. It has 35 shield. I think that gets an Annihilate. What does Ice Ball look like on these blizzards? It probably doesn't go through these walls, right? No, okay. So we have a Aether Spider down here. just going to Ice Ball to kill. And then I have the Enchanter to the left. He's flanked by some Blizzard Beasts, so I think I'm gonna end up popping all this crowd with some big ice balls. Let me just... Oh, you're not even making blizzards because you have shields. Isn't that annoying? I'll keep magic missiling you a bit. Or should I go to Annihilate? No, I'm not close enough to Annihilate. I think I do need to get closer to this Enchanter anyways. Another Aether Spider here. What's my Lightning Bolt looking like? Oh, let's do this. I can hit the green mushroom and they'll hit the Enchanter. With poison? They're shielded. I guess it'll take some time. Because the Enchanter has a healing aura as well. I don't really want to kill my worm balls right now, especially because they're going to be good at removing shields. Let's Ice Ball this spider. Get me a little closer to the wizard. Because I think I just want to cast Annihilate on this wizard twice, which should kill it. Actually, looks like one killed it. I think I should let my troll balls fight this stuff. Hopefully they'll take out some of the shields and things. Actually, I'll hit some of it. This Ice Ball is actually going to be really good for taking out shields on a lot of this stuff. See how I can do without hurting the my worm balls. Okay, most of that stuff is getting pretty low on shields. Oh, there's a guy right here, Aether Spider. Freeze you and let my other spider take care of you. Okay, let's start moving to the right. I might pick up Fireball to help with these Blizzard Beasts if they're going to stay grouped up like this. They get negative 50% fire res. If they're going to be like balled up like this, it might be a good cantrip to have. Let's Magic Missile. I was going to say this guy because they had shields, but this one actually doesn't have shields. I'll Lightning Bolt this spider. Let's Lightning Bolt these since I can get 2 for 1s. Okay, that Worm Ball is having trouble. Yeah, let's grab Fireball. I think I can blast all of these Blizzard Beasts really well with a Fireball right now. So Fireball does 9 damage with a 2-tile burst. It's going to be really good at removing shields on a lot of these. It's going to do pretty good damage to all of them. Yeah, so these guys are pretty much dead. Actually, these are going to die to poison. Do I want to help out the Worm Ball? Guess I should. Let me just cast Magic Missile on these. Oh, the Worm Ball died anyways. Because it moved down here and got attacked, I think. Okay, Magic Missile you. Magic Missile you. Okay, all I have are Ice Beast spawners to deal with now. See if I can do this without needing a mana potion, which I think should be possible. So Fireball does... Let's see how the rounding works. So 9 damage and 50% resistance. This thing has 35 health. It took 14, so it rounded up. Good. So this would take 3 fireballs. Fireball and 2 magic missiles to kill. Fireball, magic missile, magic missile. I think I will just walk through the blizzards. Oh, did not notice a guy sneaking up behind me. That's fine, let me get up to this spawner. One turn, I'm not going to be able to prevent that. You have 21 health, so let me magic missile you. Fireball these while I have them both in range. Magic missile you. Magic missile you. Use magic missile, magic missile. Oh, I cannot get to this spawner from this side. I have to go all the way over here. There's not a path. Interesting. Okay. Alright, this Blizzard Beast, 35 health. How are we doing? Can I freeze these? I don't want to do this for science. No. So things that are 100% ice resist cannot be frozen. Guess I will cast Annihilate on you because you were so close. Magic missile of this one while it's being distracted by our guy down there. Walk into this web. I should be able to lightning bolt both of these. Fireball. Okay, you will die to that other spider. Never mind, you won't. You will die to the poison, but I think I kind of want to keep moving here. Let's cast Fireball on you, which will also remove the webs. How much damage do you do? 8 damage melee? I'll just let this thing hit me. Oh wow, the poison creates more blizzard clouds. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a mana potion here, aren't I? Or maybe buy another cantrip. Grab this memory orb just in case. I was hoping to stack these things up where I could hit multiple with one fireball or lightning bolt as I get up to this thing, but that's just not happening. I didn't get to use Ice Ball like on one of these blizzards like once either, which is pretty funny. Yeah, I'm out of spells. So I either buy another spell or... I think we're just gonna use a mana potion here. Alright. Annihilate. Just clean up with Annihilate. Not bad overall, that level. It was pretty non-threatening to get through. It is a shame that I don't know, used a mana potion and like picked up some cantrips, but I do think having some of these cantrips will make a lot of the other levels easier. Annihilate is really carrying as a high damage spell, so I wonder if there are any other cheap spells that are high damage. Also, what kind of upgrades does this have? Cascade hits from Annihilate will jump from nearby targets if the main target is killed. So Cascade a range of 3. Additional Dark and Arcane damage hits, so that makes it does a lot of damage. Can chain up to 5 random storms in line of sight. I think Storm specifically is like a lightning equivalent to what are blizzards. Interesting. I have 3 spell points. Let's see what our rift options are before I grab anything. Fiery trinkets. Hats. Electric trinkets. What do the hats look like? Cannibal Mask. Whenever a living ally dies, a random wounded ally up to 3 tiles receives healing equal to the dead ally's max HP. Spirit Visor gives us negative resist, but upon taking damage, we gain 1 shield. Ooh, that's interesting. Ice Frenzy Mask. Whenever you cast an ice spell, your ice spells and skills gain 2 damage for 6 turns. I wonder if that stacks. That is pretty cool as well. What do we have here? Ogres. 45 hit points, 15 physical damage. We got these 2-headed snakes again. Living Scrolls of Lightning. They can cast a lightning beam that kills the caster. We have 3 ogre spawners. Box of Woe. Immobile. Each turn deals 2 ice or dark or lightning damage to enemy units in a 12-tile radius. Releases 3 evil spirits when destroyed. Interesting. Ice Frenzy Mask doesn't sound that great. I'm assuming that must stack. Spirit Visor sounds pretty sick, though. Like, every other hit, we're getting, like, a shield, I guess. It makes us more vulnerable to, what was it, Physical and Arcane, which are probably 2 of the more common damage types. I'm not super into any of the rewards here. Kind of curious just to see, do any of these feel like they would be easy for us? The layout is like so critical on these. Orc Houndlord, summon Orc Wolves. Translocator. Ooh, swap places could be very dangerous. Teleports victims randomly. Ice lizards, they have 11 health, so we have a lot of tools for killing those. Are there spawners on this map? There's one here, is that it? Here's one, ice lizard spawner. Is that really it? Seems like it. Consumable, bag of spikes, summon 8 friendly rolling spike balls. It's probably pretty good for clearing out a level. I'm kind of digging this level. What is the main reward? We have a fiery trinket chest. Fire spells and skills gain 3 minion damage. Fire spells and skills gain extra duration. 1 range, or 3 damage. Minion duration. I feel like we could manage this floor pretty well. I'm gonna spawn up here. Take out the 2 spawners quickly and deal with all the stuff around us. That's on 8 turns, this is on 9 turns. Just gonna use Annihilate on the ogres. Magic Missile the Ice Hound. Can I get any big lightning hits? That seems decent. Okay, so both of these Hound Lords are on cooldown. You have 29 health, you have 17, so Ice Ball will take you out pretty well. You as well. You can't summon wolves for 6 turns. This thing's going to summon an ogre in 3 turns. So let me just go and cast Annihilate on this real quick. Let me hit you with a couple of magic missiles. You should die before your wolves come out. Okay, I wasn't looking at what was going around outside of my immediate vicinity here, but it seems like there's a lot of enemies closing out on us. This is good though, because I have like good spells for like hitting multiple enemies. Man, I wish I had a blizzard to make giant ice balls. That will come soon. I need to go right to get lined up with this like choke point so I can hit a lot of stuff. What is this worm ball doing? Is it going to fight anything? Actually, I don't even care about shutting down the spawner. What am I thinking? Spawner is kind of harmless. Use some ice balls. I like how that freezes this stuff for a few turns. We hit Annihilate on this thing. I have 7 Annihilates. That's really good for taking out these ogres. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ogres. I do want to save some for the translocator. Let's take out the rest of these ogres with a couple ice balls, I think. Maybe some big lightning bolts. All this stuff is unfrozen. Let's freeze it again. Lightning bolt this stuff. Oh, come on, Wormball. You're in my way. I don't want to hurt you. Honestly, you'll probably heal up. Okay, lots of stuff coming from the west. Fireball's a little shy of killing all these hounds in one hit, which is unfortunate. Lightning Bolt kills all the hounds, though. Probably try to line up some good hits with Lightning Bolt on these things. This thing's about to summon wolves in another turn, though, so I think I'm actually going to hit an Ice Ball and get them in the radius. I'll do it like that. This looks like another good Lightning Bolt. This thing is frozen for one more turn. Let me kill it so it doesn't summon more wolves. Okay, the Ice Lizard. Oh, they don't actually freeze me with Ice Bolt, which is good. That's good. Let me just try and blast a bunch of wolves and stuff. Ogre has 15 health. Probably use another Ice Ball. Okay, this translocator is getting close. My Worm Ball's split, which means they're doing a lot of damage now. This is their teleport range, I think. No, it's not. That's their 6 range for Aether Swap. Honestly, if this thing swapped with me and pulled me down here, I think it would be a good thing. What's my freeze range? I'd probably freeze this thing if it got close. And then just kind of figured out how to deal with it from there. So all the ogres are down. Once I get rid of these orc hound lords, it's just gonna be the translocator and a bunch of weak stuff. This guy has 11 hit points, which means magic missile takes them out. This guy has 17, which means I would want to use an ice ball, which would one-shot them. Okay, I need to start hitting this translocator. Can I freeze you? Not yet. They might swap up here, which would be fine with me. I need to start whittling down your shields, so let me hit you with... I guess Magic Missile for now. And now probably Lightning Bolt. Actually, I'm going to save Lightning Bolt for some of these Hound Lords. It's an ice... Well, Ice Ball's not going to hurt these lizards. Actually, it hurts them. It probably won't kill them with 75% Ice Res. Fireball's probably pretty decent here, though. Yeah, let's Fireball them. Okay, one more shield. Okay, they teleported away from me. I probably should have froze them if they were in range. Now, they don't have, like, a heal, it looks like. They don't even do much damage, so I'm actually not even concerned about this thing anymore. Get closer to all these wolves so I can get some big lightning bolts off. I forgot these things had a leap attack. That's fine. Okay. I'm okay with this thing biting me a few times. I think I have enough health to get through this level pretty comfortably. Let's just try and use my spells a little efficiently here. Let me finally annihilate that. Mr. Translocator, are you getting close again? Oh, the Translocator is blinded. Which isn't shown in their threat range, but they shouldn't use any range stuff, I think, while they're blinded. So let me freeze you. Did you not freeze? Let me try that again. I wonder why they can't be frozen. Frozen cannot act, ends upon taking fire or physical damage. Okay, that's right, physical damage. Oh yeah, it cannot affect units with 100 ice resist. That's why I couldn't use it against those other things. Okay, it's because my troll, my worm balls are attacking them and breaking the freeze. Which does probably mean that I'm still taking their turn away from them. Or am I? Maybe not. Yeah, because they translocated this thing. How much health do you have? 29. This thing's about to do 13 to you. So you have 16. Guess I'll ice ball you. Oh, there's another spawner over here. That's the other one I didn't notice. I don't remember if there's a key to highlight all the spawners, but I feel like that would be like really helpful. Okay, I'll just clean up with magic missiles. Lightning bolts. Alright, that was a really clean floor. So we get to pick a fire trinket of some sort. I guess the 3 damage would be good for the fireball I already have. I guess fire and ice would be a cool combo. What other like fire spell might I end up picking up at some point here? Fire does seem to have like a lot of minion looking stuff. You get the Frostfire Hydra, Fire Drake, Fiery Tormentor. So I could go with minion damage or duration. Three damage would be pretty good in Fireball. I feel like a lot of small enemies are in like the 10 to 12 hit point range, like those orc wolves we were just dealing with, which would turn this from 1 turn to kill to 2, or from 2 turn to kill to 1 turn to kill. See, right now, I don't have the knowledge of all these fire spells to know where I might want to build in the future and to know which one of these like upgrades I might really want. Which means I should sit here and like read like 10 of these spells at least probably, but I don't really want to. So I'm probably just going to pick something random. Or maybe just look at a single spell that kind of calls to me and grab something that bolsters that. The thing is, I'm probably not going to grab a fire spell right now. I think I want to grab Blizzard finally. I'm just not sure what role I might have for fire in our build yet. Consume poison. Consume all poison on enemy units. Deal fire damage. And a burst around each affected enemy equal to 1 times the amount of poison consumed. So we are applying very minimal amounts of poison with our spiders, but this is like a 3-charge spell at level 4. This really wants to combo with us using a lot of poison damage to make like big bombs of poison combustion. I mean, I guess it makes sense just to take the free 3 fire damage just to boost up our fireball for now. And then we can consider that when we're buying other spells later. There's probably like a more optimal or like a better like long-term option for us to make there. But I'm just not equipped to make that decision at the moment. Yeah, so we're probably going to grab Blizzard so I can finally make use of this ice ball thing I've been doing. I think this will that could end up being very strong once we start doing that. But we're going to call this here for now. This was a really fun couple of floors here as we start to rebuild from almost losing on the run at the end of last session. So looks like we're getting a lot of 3 memory orb rifts now. I don't know if that's like all of them are going to have at least 3 at this point, if that just happens after like realm 5. Might be part of the progression to this, which is pretty cool actually. If it keeps scaling up, I don't know if we're going to see like 4 and 5 memory orb floors. That's actually a pretty cool way for this game to like make you feel like you're getting like more powerful. That way we can like really start like upgrading spells and like taking stronger spells later on. Curious to keep an eye on that. Got some sigil chests here. Bag of bug sigils, so we could get our own bag of bug spawner. That'd be pretty cool. This thing has some cool looking items. What does the physical shield do? $25 physical res, that's pretty good. It's a trinket, so I think you can have as many trinkets as you want, which is cool. The other slots, like these 2 stabs, we could only carry 1 of. I think just getting ruby hearts is pretty good for us at the moment, too. This is an interesting map because it's really tight, which is very dangerous, but we can also like get some like big AoE damage on it. We'll figure that out next time though, so let me leave this here for now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching with me today. Before I go, I'll remind everyone to check out the links in the description below. You can find my Patreon down there if you want to show some support for me and my work here. That's over at patreon.com/tonehack. You can also find my Discord if you want to come and hang out with me and the rest of the community there. But that is it for now. Thank you guys once again, and I will see you all next time. Take it easy, everyone.